Welcome back. I'll be going over what I learned about the Renaissance by talking about the people, what they did, and the importance of it. First, I will be going over Johannes Gutenberg. Johannes created the first portable printing press. This is important because it allowed things to be copied without being rewritten by hand, letting books be cheaper and more common to have. This also allowed the Bible to spread for cheap, allowing more people to have access. Second, Leonardo da Vinci was an artist. He painted the Mona Lisa. He also had many sketchbooks of early designs of new inventions such as a machine gun and tank. He was also a sculptor and architect. This is important as we may have gotten new ideas from his early designs of these weapons, helping them to come to life as we have them today. Next, Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel and made the statue of David. This is important because the sculptures of the Renaissance resemble the sculpture of Greeks and Romans. They are lifelike and powerful. They come to life through being able to have a new study of anatomy, letting them be easier to make. Sculptors also made their figures as realistic as possible. Ghiberti sculpted the Baptistry of Florence's doors. They are beautiful and have much perspective, and using anatomy allowed him to make these doors gorgeous and accurate. Sculptures attached to a flat surface are also relief sculptures. He is a great example of how well relief sculptures can look. Brunelleschi created the dome roofing of the Cathedral of Florence. He was originally competing to be on the door of the Baptistry of Florence, but his dome roof was added instead. He was very smart and invented new ways of architecture that couldn't be done before, like dome roofs that don't cave in. Next, Petrarch was a pioneer of humanism. He saw ancient manuscripts and literature and wrote poetry in Latin and followed ancient Roman poets' writing styles. He spread the idea of the Renaissance and in turn became the father of humanism. Castiglione was also an Italian author. He was very big on etiquette and composed a book about it. At the time, manners were considered essential to the growing middle class. His book, The Courtier, helped the middle class know how to act with good manners, and he helped the middle class flourish through doing so. Next, Machiavelli worked for the government. He wrote an essay called The Prince, which is over politics. In previous works, it taught that you wouldn't gain power by trusting in God, as these original works and Bible went hand in hand. But Machiavelli taught that those who lived by the classical and biblical virtues would not be able to gain or keep power. He taught that if something helped a ruler gain power, he should use it. If not, discard it. In this way, Machiavelli represented the trend of freeing people from religious tradition. Next, Erasmus was one of the most highly regarded scholars of the Renaissance. He was the first to publish a Greek New Testament on a movable type printing press. Reformers such as Luther and Calvin used Erasmus's work to help their translations. Erasmus, though, using this change, refused to leave the church. Lastly, Sir Thomas More was a close friend to Erasmus and served in the court. He wrote the book Utopia, which means nowhere. In this story, he talked about an imaginary country based on Christian principles and the philosophy of Pluto. He constantly rejected principles set forth in the Reformation, supported the Pope's supremacy, and wrote in defense of the Church's teachings. Now, the importance of the Renaissance is the fact that learning is coming back. People are starting to learn and invent and create new ideas, allowing those ideas to spread and being able to take in new ideas with new translations of the Bible that can be read by anyone. This is the end. Thank you for watching.